Previously on FiveWhoFans.
12 reasons why Doctor Who sucks.
Doctor Who is absolutely faultless.
The Daleks suck.
Perfect.
Stephen Moffat sucks.
And there's nothing ever wrong with it.
The fans suck.
Ever.
And what we found with Doctor Who fans on the internet is they'll just swear at you and call you cuss words.
How dare you display an opinion in front of me?
Doctor Who has turned into a joke. Again. And that sucks. Okay, so first of all, a little bit of backstory. So last weekend at 1 AM, after sneezing for hours, and being marginally frustrated by some FiveWhoFans drama, I set out to create a video to incense those people who frustrated me the most. These people. And so my video came out, it attracted them like flies. I was massively critical towards a section of the Doctor Who fan base. The side who curse and swear blindly and cuss and spew bile and vitriol and some real nasty stuff. And this gave rise to an observation from a friend of mine. Brooks Law, the comments on any article concerning being critical towards the Doctor Who fan base justifies the article. Standard? A mixture of my personal gripes of the show and a collection of generic overused gripes that everyone else seems to have with the show.
Teletubby Daleks.
More on that later. And do you know what? The initial reaction we got was a tiny bit brilliant. I'm not entirely sure if it's just our subscriber base, but I was really happy with the first 100 or so comments. I'm really glad that so many of the people out there who subscribe to us are either incredibly aware that we can be a little controversial and happy to sensibly and rationally discuss the opinions that I'd spewed out into the world, whether they agree or not. Do you know what? If you're still here, pat yourself on the back, you've earned yourself a gold star. The subsequent reaction from the wider world was fraught, as is to be expected with these things. It does turn out that if you spew out a generalisation like, the fans suck, chances are, if you're having an argument with someone in real life, you'll make a counter-argument, or you'll concede to their argument. What we found with Doctor Who fans on the internet is they'll just swear at you and call you cuss words. They will happily oblige and call you said names, seemingly without any irony whatsoever. Do you know what? We are obsessed with Doctor Who. I mean, you'd have to be to run a dog-eared channel like this one for so long. But there seems to be a deeper level of fanaticism towards the show that seems similar to the often berated fans of Justin Bieber One Direction.
Keep your opinions to yourself, dude. Screw you, attention seeker.
I think this video sucks.
I smell a virgin.
I totally agree with you. Oh wait, I forgot. You're a huge
Me?
and you
You're
should
the
go
one who
suck a big
sucks.
fat
Wow.
Gay haircut.
You are the worst person ever created.
Wow,
you suck. Well, you lost a subscriber. You suck, OMFJ.
To those people, I'll say this. Do you know somewhere where you're subject to opposing opinions and have to deal with them without behaving like a 4-year-old? That's right. Reality. Those people aside, there does seem to be a genuine divide. I think it's quite fair to say that Doctor Who Sucks was incredibly polarising. A lot of people really resonated with the arguments, but at the same time, a lot of people really resented the arguments. I think we've got to a point now where for every fan who really, really likes the show and doesn't have a problem with anything that happens, there's a fan who's just slightly dejected with the way things are going. I genuinely understand where the people who think it doesn't suck are coming from. I mean, pick on the Daleks yet again. I don't think the new Daleks suck that much. I think the new design is quite interesting. It's very different. They're very big and bold and modern, but I think the way that they've been handled and presented since their reappearance in 2010 has been incredibly mismanaged. I don't then think it's a good idea to keep them essentially hidden for the next 3 years, only playing bit parts in 4 other episodes. And similarly, a lot of people think I just hate on Stephen Moffat. I don't. He can be a good writer. He is really good at exploiting the zeitgeist around the show and creating big event stories and episodes. I mean, a lot of people prefer Russell T Davies. It's a personal preference. They both have very different styles. They both have good points and bad points. They've written some great episodes and they've written some awful episodes. A lot of that rings true of most of Modern Who. There's a lot of good points and bad points. Not so that it's caused me a degree of cognitive dissonance. I think it's genuinely plausible to be able to say that you love something and then simultaneously say, I wish it didn't suck so much. I think one of the main reasons why my reviews on FiveWhoFans have been mostly positive is because I've been wearing rose-tinted glasses because I just want to extract as much fun from each story as humanly possible. It's not perfect, and it really doesn't appeal to everyone. In popularity, it seems to wane, it seems to rise and fall. It's nice that it's getting a lot more international attention now, but I really wish Doctor Who could be seen up there with some of the shows that people consider to be great, like the new Battlestar Galactica, Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, and so on and so on. But at the moment, the series just seems to be drudging through a mire of pulp fiction. Not so much television that caters for everyone, but television that caters primarily for its existing fans. While the show has gone out to find a lot of international interest, it seems that the broader audience of the show have just fallen away. It's not really a show that my family or my housemates really seem that interested to watch anymore. And I think I can understand why. I think we as fans really need to come together and just say to each other, I know you think this show is perfect, but it's not. And you know that I think that this show sucks, but I still love it anyway? If that makes sense? Accept the limitations of the show. If there's something we can all agree on, I think it'll be that Doctor Who isn't genuinely perfect. But it's pretty good. We still love it. And people who call themselves dweeks, they're wrong. Okay? They're wrong and mad.